Hi. Do you remember that feeling of when you finish a game, you've grinded on, you've done everything on, you played the story, you beat all the bosses, and then you finish the game, and then you just feel so empty. Like there's this feeling of sadness over you because the beauty which you've experienced for the past 20 to maybe 50 hours is gone. It's done. Yeah, you can replay it, but it won't really hit the same anymore. That euphoric feelings you once had is no longer there. That's how I felt after finishing Stellar Blade. If you subscribe, if you want to go 107 people subscribe to my channel, hi to those 107 people if you're watching this, then you will know I was streaming for the past 2 weeks. I've been streaming my playthrough of Stellar Blade, a game which came out in 2024 about this woman who was sent from space to Earth by this AI called Mother Sphere, who to really help deal with this monster alien threat humans on Earth are facing. I'm not gonna go too in deep on the spoilers on that because I want you to actually watch my gameplay or just watch me, please. But anyway, yeah. So I finished playing that game. I think I spent a good 25 hours on that with some off-screen side quests as well done. And after finishing that game, I feel empty. Like a game was so good, but now it's over. So now I'm left to thinking I have to make a video glazing this game. So that's what this is. A glaze fest. Now before you say Stellar Blade ain't that good in the game, I thought the exact same as you, bro. I thought it was just big ass and tits. And it was big ass and tits. But like it was way more than that. That was just a dessert. That was just a kiss of a kiss on the cheek. When you really play this game, okay. First, let me say this: I'm a simple man. All it takes for me to enjoy a good story game is a few things. One, visuals. Oh, speak us out. This is why I chose this game, guys. This is why I chose this game. This is why I chose this game. And she's stripped out too. Visuals are very important to me. I feel like I cannot stress enough how much important visuals are. Especially with modern era games. I can forgive this like an older generation of games because the visuals will no way be as good as what we have today. Number two, good combat / gameplay. Especially if it's an action game. If it's not an action game, then when the combat does not matter. But because it's an action game, I'm including this segment. Gameplay and especially action in that gameplay is the most important thing which you need in an action game. Look at games like Elden Ring, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and some other trash. I'm kidding. Look at those. If you look at those games, one thing they all have in common is they all have a complex but yet also understandable combat system with good combat, interesting controls which don't feel stupid, and also they have a little bit of flashiness to them. And I feel like Stellar Blade really shows you that flashiness. If you like, it's really prominent. And that combat, it feels so smooth. Like at first I was struggling. I'm not gonna lie, I was dead struggling with it. I was thinking, yo, I'm getting cooked, especially because the enemies jump. Many enemies will jump you. They don't give you no 1v1s. They're all pussy. But then once you actually get a grasp on it, it's so smooth. It goes down so well. It's like, and the combo is not like I don't mean to really hate on, but what I'm about to say is not a hate message because Devil May Cry is one of my favorite game series. But it's not like Devil May Cry where it's just button mash, and then yeah. There's actually a lot of things you need to learn, like there's combos you can do, there's you need to parry, you need to do perfect dodges, perfect parries and counters, use counters at a certain time. The controls and the systems of a combat is so complex, but it's so rewarding at the same time, because once you pull off the combos, once you pull off the combat strategies, you feel rewarded because you actually see the damage happening to the enemy, which then leads you to gain more rewards. So it's high risk to learn the controls, the high reward as well, so it makes sense. I feel like Stellar Blade Sim of Combat is very Souls-like. Like it feels like a Souls-like Souls-type game. Especially when you have timings, especially during boss battles, and you have to put in your timings, patterns, all those things. Like, for example, there's a feature in a comic called blinking and reposes where you need to time it when your sword blinks a certain color and press a button, so in order to avoid an attack and counter the boss. So that's one thing. So that's why I feel like the developers of, which I believe are Shifter. I don't know if those are the developers or if they're the publishers, but Shift Up, you guys did very well in my combat. I will give that to you. I will genuinely give that to you. And also, you made the boss fights look appealing as well. Like, yes, the combat was great, but like I said before, the flashiness, there was nice flashiness in there. So it feels like, wow, the visuals and the combat are coming together to make you to look like you're watching a spectacle while also playing in said spectacle. It goes hand in hand, and that's really great. I love to see that. I really do love to see that.
That's enough, Anitiba.
Taki? Oh, I gotta fight Taki? Fuego? Taki Fuego? Taki Fuego.
Hey, use that Ant-Man villain. Use that Ant-Man villain.
No. There's no way. That's impossible.
Why Draka? Nigga, she got aura, bro. Oh my dude.
Nigga, you beat me.
Let's get that heal piece. I like that heal piece. Let's get that heal piece. What? What? I didn't get hit though. We just spamming ultimates for no reason.
Dog!
I don't know. I think I know what I'm trying to do here, dude. Oh, don't tell me the second stage is the boss fight.
Ah! It's collapsing! Careful! No!
The nigga can't. Oh my back! Damn! Oh! Too old for this shit. At least he's not gonna start with full health, though, right? If I see a full health bar, damn, not Taki, bro. I gotta find my homeboy.
Now, number 3 in things I like to look for in video games. World building. Especially if you're going to give us a lot of things to explore. And Stellar Blade delivered on that. Oh my days. We had, I think, it was either 5 or 6 areas to explore. Each had its own personality. Literally. Like Eidos 7 giving you that wasteland, not wasteland, but city, apocalyptic city vibe, but giving you that also that cyberpunk feeling, even that cyberpunk city vibe. That's what I'm looking for. Whereas Zion gave you kind of that dystopian survival land type of place where survivors are evacuated, try to survive there. And then you have a wasteland, a great desert giving that Mad Maxi vibe, and the orbital elevator, the orbital elevator. That was when you got that Star Wars feeling. Like each area of the map gave you its own distinct personality, where sometimes it genuinely felt like I'm playing a different game, depending on which area I was in. And also, there was little sky everywhere. Like, not just, and I'm not talking about where you actually listen to like 5 minutes of tapes and find, no. Subtle things. There was so much collectibles you can find in the Garden Wall. So there were subtle things scattered across everywhere. Certain like memories of people who were fighting in the war before the game started. I'm not going to get into that because that's spoilers. they'll give you, and when you find those members of person, you can find out what they were thinking of before they died. Maybe even find out more information about the wars and how we got to this point, and why there's now these aliens and monsters called Naytibas running rampant, and also subtle things like the possible remnants of a resistance, different people's ideologies to things like the AI I was talking to you about, or Ross side. It really got you questioning what's going on in this world. Like, of the Naytibas, there's more to Naytibas and the world than what meets the eye. I find that really interesting. I really didn't like that. That was interesting. Another the world building. I would want to get more into the world building, but I'm trying to give a somewhat non-spoilery type of video right now, so you guys can watch my video series on my game. Number 4 on what I need from a game is a soundtrack. Boy, did this game deliver! I have not heard a soundtrack this good since Final Fantasy VII. It's been a while since I heard a soundtrack this good. That's how good the soundtrack was. I feel like, and I think Olivia Good did most of the singing or the vocals on the soundtrack. I think her name was Olivia Good. Her voice during the certain parts of especially like during combats, you would hear her voice come in there. But even when you're not in the combat, the OST strives in just when you're just wandering around the world. Like I said, so it ties in the world building. And not only that, the world building also ties in with the visuals, because the visuals make the world look beautiful. And then you have a beautiful soundtrack going on. And this is when you're not even in combat. So you're getting, and each area has its own soundtrack. So like 807, the city I was talking to you about, has different soundtrack compared to the wastelands or the Great Desert. So it makes sense. And the soundtrack really immerses you in there. It also evokes these emotions in you. Like I remember there was this one boss, and you got like this orchestral opera soundtrack booming in your ears while you're facing this hard boss. And you're thinking, wow, I really feel the stress of this situation.
I didn't know it would be like this, gang.
Over there!
Well, that's an Alpha Naytiba.
My goodness!
What have you done to yourself?
Who's that?
I see all that pain.
Don't give me no opera orchestra shit. This could be, I'm
I'll
gonna die
put an end
multiple
to it.
times. I'm gonna die multiple times. Yo! What sort of... What sort of... Don't play fire opera music and doing this shit. Yo, I'm getting my shit off. I'm getting my shit off. Gang, you win, bro. I'm sorry. This is your domain. This is your domain. This is your domain.
I really feel the seriousness of the situation. I need to win. I feel people's hopes begging me, the player, to win for this, to save this world. I feel it. Like, the soundtrack in itself told its own story. I'll say it again. The soundtrack in itself told its own story just by using the emotions in it to evoke something in you. Ain't that good? Ain't that good? Ain't that good? Number 5. Another thing I like. Another thing I like is the story. I need every game needs at least a good story. Now I wouldn't say a Stellar Blade story is something deep. Well, not too deep. It's not like top 10 complex things about the whole world. You know, oh, you can't fathom it. No, I would say just have. I wouldn't say it's simple. There's more. It's not simple. But I would say it has more of a digestible story, where you can predict certain plot points. Yeah, you can detect certain plot points and things like that. But however, what really makes a game, what really improves the story is if you do the side quests. The side quests really give you a glance of the story and actually helps build the story into something bigger, and that's for them what makes it quite very interesting. You have themes of indoctrination, themes of propaganda, themes of humanity versus AI, and also themes of its evolution, the step you really want to take in this world. Are humans evolving too far? But also themes are like themes I like that make you question it. Like with the story of Stellar Blade, you actually question what was going on, and I quite like that. I do hear about I did see the trailer for Stellar Blade 2, so I really do hope that the devs shift up, do continue to actually do make a good game that can actually stand and help meet the bar of expectations the first game set. I really do hope that is possible, because I like the first game. This game, the only complaint I would have about this game is there are certain areas where I felt like, what am I doing here? For Wasteland, I did not like the Wasteland. I felt like the Wasteland was a puzzle simulator most of the time. Like, there was not that much action. It was more than just like puzzles. And I feel like if that's good, it's always good to have puzzles in the game because it keeps your brain fresh. But sometimes too much, you fall into the mistakes of as like Puppy Playtime. Even though I know that's an indie game, so it's not really fair to compare. But like Puppy Playtime is like you're now doing too much puzzles, and now I'm getting bored. Because I didn't sign up for a puzzle game, I signed up for an action game. But all in all, that's my only complaints. Everything else, I did not mind anything else. No, I had no issue with anything else. But anyway, that was my can't even call it a review. It was more like it's just afterthoughts. My afterthoughts after playing Stellar Blade. I just finished playing it. I just ended my live stream when playing it like an hour ago, so I just wanted to get this base test out. I did give feedback on my live stream, but I didn't properly have all the words I want to say. But now I have it, so that's why I'm doing this here now. Thank you for tagging along and actually watching me yap about this. And don't forget to check out my series of me playing Stellar Blade, or just subscribe to my channel and watch my other videos. Although I do stream, I do record and edit normal videos, which you can find on my channel page. And I really appreciate that if you check that out, please, and share it along with your friends. So like and subscribe, right? What do you mean no? But anyway, that's it for me. Have a good night, good morning, good afternoon. Godspeed.